Now, one of the things I do when I get a new paint palette is I always swatch my colors. Mainly because sometimes they'll look a little different than they do in the palette. But basically you're gonna wet down your paints. I heard this from another artist. You're gonna wake your paints up. You can do it many different ways. Today I have a little dropper, and I'm just gonna drop a couple drops of water in each well. But you can also use a spray bottle and spray it. And you can also just use your brush. The brush that comes with this is pretty small, so it's not gonna hold a lot of water. You know, wet your brush down, wake your brush up too, just like we did our paint. Get it wet, get the brushes malleable, moving around. The longer you let it sit, the more it will activate. And then you can just do a quick little swatch of the colors to see what you're working with. Do you have a true red? Is your orange got more red or more yellow in it? I just do this because it helps kind of get me going. See what I'm working with. Kind of see how your paints move with the water. See how the colors look different against each other. And if I were to go back to the beginning and do the red again, here in a minute or two, might be a deeper red because it's had more time to sit with the water and activate. Those purples are pretty similar in this palette. This is not a palette I would choose to paint a lot of my work in, just because it doesn't have some of the colors I love. But this is the palette we'll use for our lessons coming up. We'll go back to this red. And you might say, well, you're adding more paint to it. Well, the paint's gotten thicker as it's activated with the water. And you can see that it does deepen a little bit. And again, these are pretty, very student grade, like not even art student grade. It's like kid student grade, and that's fine. They will serve the purpose. You can see that yellow really deepened. They are going to serve the purpose to get you excited about painting, to try something maybe you have or haven't tried before, and without having put a lot of money into the hobby yet. And I'm hoping that as you go through and practice some of these things with your basic materials, that you'll get a little bit more excited about painting, and maybe you'll go buy a different palette before all of our watercolor month lessons are finished. Those purples are so similar. So you can see over giving it a little bit more time to activate with the water that the paints can deepen and change. I think that's value, where they get richer in color. And there's your palette.